Balloon Beats.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Live. Listen, I'm your host, Patrick Hensley, as usual. Joined today once again by the man, Sean Petrucci. How we doing, Sean?
Well, I was awful before, not much better now. So, how you doing?
Listen, shout out to everybody currently in the chat. Let's take attendance. Got a lot of comments today, so let's try to run through these. Shout out to Just a Baseball Fan, Lori, Aaron, Glenn, Jeremy, Joseph, Junior B. Yo, everything's like the J sound. Yeah. Jeff, Anthony, Richard, Joseph, Mookie, KG Baseball, Rocco, Christopher. Who else we got? We got Will Star, Michael, Chen's, West End. We got Anthony. I don't know if I said Anthony. We got so many Anthonys. Fabrizio, Chibuzi. We got who else? Give me one more. And we got Matt Needham. Sorry if I missed anybody. Hope everyone had an awesome day despite the Yankees being an absolute catastrophe. They lost again. And it's kind of funny because the Yankees posted like the final score on their Twitter. And I replied, I was like, look, like you guys find a new way to lose every day. Well, like whether if it's just like the offense sticking it up, it's starting pitching sucking, walk-off home runs, it's fine. Let's take a look at the box score really quickly. Going up and down, nothing kind of pops out too much except for a handful of guys. Judge, 2 home runs today. You love to see that.
3.
Yeah, no, the call that's
ridiculous,
bro. There's no way that was an error. It's stupid. But if we want to start things off at the top of the order. I'm pretty disappointed in Hicks. And we talked about this in the pregame. He's coming off a 3-for-4 game, but he was facing a righty today, which means he bats left-handed. Maybe it's his left-handed swing that's the issue. Clearly, he doesn't have an issue batting righty.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. And I'm sure that'll turn around eventually. But, I mean, being a switch hitter is tough. To be hot from both sides of the plate, that's kind of difficult. Yeah,
it just sucks, like, going 0-for-4 after coming off, like, such a good night yesterday.
You think, like... let's say, like, from the left side of the plate, like, we're in, like, July, and he's hitting, like, 120 from the left side of the plate. Think he just strictly hits from the right side? You think he would ever consider that?
I don't know.
I don't know because, like, he's never faced, like, a righty on righty, so I don't know if you could do that.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they'll experiment with it. We'll see.
Interesting thought. I don't know.
Then Gardner, the 3-hitter, went 0-for-3 today with a walk. Does that mean that Clint starts on Friday?
Hopefully, you already know if that was Clint, Gardner would be starting on Friday.
Oh, easily. But Sanchez 1-for-4. Torres had a solid day. 1 for 2 with 2 walks. Love that. But Jay Bruce, bro, like this dude has to be DFA'd.
5 left on base. He's hitting 1-8. Get him off the team. Like in 30 minutes, I'm gonna look at my phone and see a tweet saying that he's got DFA'd.
2 Ks. I don't see him being on this team much longer. If he's not DFA'd today, it's gonna happen by like next week.
I mean, look at the pitching that they faced today. It wasn't even like anyone that was like jumping off the screen good at you. He can't hit anything. At least the other guys make contact when they get out. Bruce doesn't even do that.
Gio, solid day. He was the Yankees' other 2 runs besides Aaron Judge. He had a clutch 2-run single. Ruben Arador 0-for-3. He hasn't gotten a hit.
He hits the ball hard, but he hits a foul.
Yeah, I mean, listen, his only hit as a Yankee was a clutch one, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But if he doesn't wake up soon either, it's trouble.
He had a hit like 2 days ago.
What? Are you talking about the Tampa one?
No, Odor had a hit in the Blue Jay series.
Okay, well, fucking regardless, he's batting 133, bro. Like, he's not a fantastic hitter. Higgy's, I mean, like, we're arguing over a single hit here. Higgy 0 for 3. Listen, if we're going by, like, Yankee logic, right? Higgy's batting 400 with a 1,500 OPS. He should be the starting catcher over Gary Sanchez with Yankee logic, because that's the
Yankee
logic
logic,
for Clint Frazier.
Yes.
If we go down to the pitching aspect of things, Corey Kluber once again didn't look too good at all. 4 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks. Gave up 2 bombs. That brings his ERA to 6.1 on the season. Not ideal whatsoever.
No, not at all.
Once again, though, like the bullpen looked solid. Loaizaga did his job. Got into a really bad situation, but technically you could say he could have gotten out of that bases loaded jam without giving up 1 run, because Higgy technically could have blocked the wild pitch.
Oh, he 100% could have blocked it. I mean, you never know what would have happened if that didn't happen. So, but still, it was a good job by him to only let up 1. And also, when he hit Kirk, should have been strike 3 the pitch before. That's a whole different dynamic in that inning. So,
and then O'Day came in, did his job. Wilson did his job.
O'Day's automatic, man. I love watching him pitch.
I love Darren O'Day. But Green gave up the walk-off home run to Bo Bichette, who had 2 home runs on the day as well. If you look at the Blue Jays lineup, right? You look at 3 guys in the bottom of the order.
Everyone had a hit,
right?
Except for
we're looking at Tellez, who I don't think had a hit all season before facing the Yankees, and Kirk, who I also don't think had a hit all season before facing the Yankees. These guys are batting 121, .063. And Gurriel's batting 167. Biggio's batting 179. But then, like, you look at Bichette, bro. My man's batting 327 with a 1,000 OPS. Look at Guerrero. Like,
he is scary at the plate. Him and Bichette, you do not want to face them right now. It looks like they can literally hit anything. They're really good. I'm actually kind of surprised with Guerrero, because we were thinking, like, oh, is he a bust? Was he overhyped? But, man, he looks good.
You want to know something weird I just got a notification for?
What's up?
The Astros announced they placed Yordan Alvarez, Bregman, Altuve, Maldonado, and some other dude on the injured list for unspecified reasons. Has to be COVID, right?
It has to be COVID, yeah.
That's weird. That's really weird.
I mean,
but I feel like they would have said COVID.
They would have just put him on the COVID list. Yeah, they wouldn't just lie. Right? That's a Yankee thing to do.
That's really weird. I don't know.
Undisclosed? Is that what it says?
Yeah.
That's really weird.
But listen, we could talk about the game a little bit, just because there's not much to say. Aaron Judge had a great day. But other than that, it was like the story of the Yankee season so far, right? They scored, 3 runs in the 4th inning. And then after that, we're kind of like, all right, the offense is alive. We've got things rolling here. And then after that, completely dead. Completely, like, I don't understand how this happens. Because it happened in last Friday against Tampa. Was that the game?
Yeah. Game 1 at Tampa, they had like the 4-run inning, and then they just got blown out. Now, it seems like every time they score, it's like in bunches in 1 inning, and then just nothing else. Nothing else.
It's so frustrating at this point. Like, and we're the sad part is, like, we're coming on here after a game like this, where normally we'd be like, bro, like, what the hell? We're unfazed by this at this point, right?
It's sad that, like, every time they take the field and it's not Garrett Cole, I'm kind of expecting a loss. And that's sad, because that's not how you should think as a fan. But
I know. And last week,
it's just what they're putting on the field, man. It's just disgusting.
Bro, last week, we looked at this rotation. We're like, yo, we might have the best rotation in the majors. And now all of a sudden, we only have 1 reliable starter. So how does everything change in the matter of, a week? I don't get it.
I mean, I still trust Monty. He, even when he didn't look great, he still pushed through and had a pretty good start. So
yeah,
him and Cole, obviously Cole, I trust putting on the mound. Tyone not giving up on yet. Kluber, he's notorious for slow starts, so I'm going to hold my judgment on him too. And then that 5th spot seems to just be non-existent at the moment. So
yeah.
I'm not too worried about the rotation yet. I'm really not.
Bro, am I sick in the head for when Bo Bichette hit that walk-off home run? I kind of just like sat back and laughed a little bit, like a little chuckle.
I was almost relieved because that was one of those games where like something would happen in extra innings and we'd get even more pissed about a loss. So we might as well just end it there.
It felt so weird. Like, bro, it didn't feel like a walk-off home run.
No, I sent the text in the group chat like mid-game. It's like, this stadium stinks. It's just like, it doesn't feel like it's just dead. It's like there's no energy in that stadium at all.
I hate Dunedin. That's why I'm calling it Dundon from now on. I don't even care.
I mean, Buffalo. It seems like they're just the same thing. Buffalo and Dunedin.
You know, at some point, like maybe we just have to sit back and realize maybe it's not the stadium. Maybe it's just the Yankees. Like, bro, maybe it's not Buffalo.
Well, yeah,
maybe
we're not
it's
gonna
not
keep.
Dunedin.
We're not gonna. Maybe it's not Tampa.
Yeah, maybe
We'll
it's not.
drop.
Maybe it's just us,
It is. It is.
bro. It's not you. It's me.
Because by the times I go to Fenway, we're like, oh my god, Fenway.
I
The
know.
only away stadium that they like to rake in is Camden Yards.
Yeah, Baltimore. That's it. And
But
it's
I
because the
can't wait till we
Orioles
go to
suck. It's not because you know what I'm saying. It's like when we used to go to
Yeah, I
Baltimore and the
know.
Orioles were good. Like I didn't be like, oh yeah, we get to go to Baltimore. It depends on like the competition you're facing.
Right.
I'm so sick of being like, oh, Tropicana Field. Like no, we just can't beat the Rays.
The Trop does suck.
I mean, the Trop
actually
sucks,
but
but
like
it doesn't.
when it comes to like this Buffalo or Dunedin, like it's not the stadium, it's the Blue Jays.
Bro, Dundon sounds better than Dunedin. Come at me.
It does.
If anybody's from there, if anybody's from there, like I don't care. Like we'll go over this for the 4th time. I don't care if you're offended that I'm mispronouncing your city. Oh well. Let's see. Let's take a look at some of the comments. Brian, we got Brian DeGeneiro in the chat. Shout out to you. Yankees are doo-doo. Now that's quality analysis.
Nice, Brian. Nice, Brian.
That Brian really took his time to think about that one. Mike says Odor is terrible. But according to Sean, he has multiple hits since the Tampa one.
You said he has one. I just said he has 2.
He has 2 hits as a Yankee. There you go. Off to a Jay Bruce kind of start. No, he does hit the ball hard.
He's better than Jay Bruce. He puts the ball in play.
No, sure. But that doesn't. I mean, I'm better than Jay Bruce. Like it's not that.
You'd probably do the same thing he did. Yeah.
I don't know about that. Let's see. Chad, do not be like 2019. Judge 2021 MVP, and why the heck is Frazier? I believe he's trying to say not in left field. But we have a 100-year-old Gardner out there. It gets me so mad. Christopher, I don't know if you were on the pregame, but it makes me very mad as well, bro.
I don't want to talk about
it's sickening. Yeah, I know this is something that we're not addressing today. I'm done. Nope. No, done ranting about it. Odor the Savior is a joke. Bro, when are the Yankees going to give Dietrich a shot?
Never.
Like, he could not be worse than Jay Bruce.
He would have gotten it. All right, maybe. But I could see him bringing up like Mike Ford.
If they do, I'll be.
I know. I'm just saying. Okay, well, Mike Ford is better than Jay Bruce. Hopefully, maybe.
I guess. Possibly. Shout out to Chase Glover with the $2 dono. Appreciate you, my man. 103 wins. I don't care. Don't at me. It's still possible. Like
yeah, it's definitely still possible. Like, but it's just hard to like imagine it right now.
All right, listen, Sean. I'm not gonna lie. I'm convinced Jesse Dominguez and Jesse Sanchez are the same person.
No
because
way. Because
there's no way that their comments were back to back.
Yeah,
there's no way. No. But shout out to both of you guys. Listen, I don't know if like you're the same person, if you're sitting next to each other, if you know each other. It's a little bit strange at this point. Let's see. Sean, you said you're not worried about our rotation. Are you kidding me, man? They are a bad train wreck. Explain yourself, Sean.
Do I have to? We've gone to the rotation 2 times. Relax, buddy.
Ooh, he said buddy.
Okay, well, he's like you went through the rotation 2 times. Like
no, yeah. I wouldn't say I'm worried about the rotation.
Listen, Michael, I see in the chat all the time. All you do is overreact. All right, relax.
Unhinged Sean coming at you. Let's see. He's better than Jay Bruce, but that's like being better than a pylon. What the hell's a pylon?
From football, like the things in the end zone, like the orange things.
Oh, I never knew that's what it was called.
It's a pylon, yeah.
I just want to be a Dodgers fan. LMAO, why the Dodgers do everything right?
Because they don't care about money and all that. They just field the best team possible. Must be nice.
Unhinged Dodgers seem like you guys would celebrate wins more than losses. Mookie, we might have to come over to your side. We might have to. Just saying.
I think everyone will follow.
Oh, another beacon of positivity in the chat. Jamie, Dietrich sucks. Garcia sucks too.
Okay, all right. Like
there you go.
No, Jesus, dude.
Yankees got to make some kind of move at the deadline. They won't. I guarantee you they will not. We'll get the same story from the Yankees at the deadline every year. They're going to say Luis Severino is going to be their midseason acquisition. And that they have
he would be
tools,
a big one, but yeah, I know. I get what you're saying.
And that they have many tools on the offense that are bound to come alive eventually. We know what's going to happen. Yeah. Like the team has too much potential. We don't need to add anything.
It's sad that like that's spot on. That's exactly what's gonna. It's gonna be one of those days where like I'm refreshing Twitter all day until like 4 p.m. and just nothing happens.
True. Let's see what we got. Frazier seems like a streak hitter. Too bad his streaks are short. I really don't want to address this, but it seems like everyone wants us to address it. Give Clint Frazier an opportunity to beat.
Give him consistent time. Yeah, just like give him a chance.
It's so frustrating.
That's all I'm gonna say. Just give him a fair chance.
You're gonna win 50 and lose 50. It's what you do with the other 62 that matters. We still got this. So far, I would say with that other 62, the Yankees have had like 5 of those games so far, and they've lost every single one. Am I wrong?
Well, I'm just interested to see what happens when we just get out of the division, like divisional play. Like after this weekend, we start to open it up to like. I mean, the Braves are pretty cold right now, but obviously they're probably going to come alive against the Yankees. But we'll see.
Do you remember? Wait, are we home? Yeah, we're home against Atlanta, so that's kind of
good. We're home against Tampa, Atlanta, and then I think we go on the road again.
Do you remember when we went there last year? It was an absolute.
It was a nightmare. Wasn't it a double header?
I think so.
Was it?
I think so.
Might have. Yeah. I think it was.
And Judge got hurt. Oh, God.
That's when Ian Anderson made his debut, and
absolutely shoved.
And Cole that was Cole's like worst start, I think maybe.
I'm pretty sure
one of his worst. He had a bad one.
I'm pretty sure Ian Anderson had like a no hitter through 6 or something.
Yeah, didn't Andujar almost hit a homer and like it?
There was some.
It was just bad. That was bad.
Chase says Jesse Dominguez and Jesse Sanchez are the same guy, and they just argue with each other all day in the mirror. Could you imagine?
Okay, but it's a little too much of a coincidence that they both so happen to comment back to back every time.
No, yeah, it's a little bit interesting. But speaking of Jesse Dominguez, I'm happy to see Aaron Judge hitting 2 home runs today, bro. There's no way that his second home run was what they say 402.
402? Yeah, no way.
There's no way.
No way.
Get your minor league.
What was that? Right center?
Right? Yeah. It was over that concourse area, bro. Like, there's no way. The wall was 400. Get out of here. RELAX. Relax. It's early. It's a marathon.
Thank you.
Not a sprint. Thank you, Sirdar.
Yeah,
sorry if I butchered your name. But
you're commenting that right, this player sucks, this player sucks, we suck.
I agree.
Shout out energy in July.
We got Johnny in the chat. Shout out to Johnny. Appreciate you. Oh, okay. Michael apologized. He said, sorry, Sean. I'm just very heated right now with this team. Fair enough, Michael.
Apology accepted.
Nice job. Everyone's friends. Let's go. Anthony says, I love Clint a lot, but even if he played tonight, I don't think he would have done much. I honestly don't know what to do to help, dude.
I mean, it's not like Gardy did anything special, so he probably wouldn't have done worse. Gardy put the ball in play.
Yeah.
Bichette made a really nice play up the middle on him.
Yeah, Brett Gardner, MVP.
Let's see. Line drive to center. He actually didn't play that bad, though.
Imagine the Yankees are playing bad on purpose, and then next month they just destroy every team. Joseph,
that's what I'm saying, though, dude. Like, it's April. Like, if we come out of April 500, I'm happy.
No, I get it.
More than, like, 3 games, 4 games back, I'm happy.
No, yeah, I get it. But, like, there's no way they're playing bad on purpose.
Okay, well, yeah.
No, I mean,
well, yeah, that kind of, yeah, for sure.
Their midseason move B, 1, Sevian Britton's coming back, 2, Nestor Cortez Jr. Yo, the Yankees are going to milk Nestor Cortez Jr. like it's nobody's business. But, I mean,
I used to hate watching him pitch, dude. Like, the crazy, like, windups that he would have.
Well, I think it's because what the issue was that whenever we would see Cortez, we knew it was like a 15-0 game. That's the only reason he was in. So it was like a little bit frustrating in that sense.
Fair.
But one thing I do want to talk about really quickly. We mentioned the starting pitching before, right? And I think what a lot of people don't realize is how, while the bullpen has been very effective so far to start the season, it's not going to be able to last too long, especially if the starters can't give you more than 4. There's a serious issue that we kind of knew going into the season, right? You had many guys that weren't going to be able to give you length. We're talking Tyone, Kluber, Herman, 3 just right off the bat. And the bullpen's going to kind of be gassed by June because if you look at their usage so far, the bullpen's been worked a lot.
And
crazy, this can't keep happening. Especially
that's why they pulled like the send Michael King down to get a fresh arm. Like that kind of maneuver. Like, we're going to see a lot of that. And like sending Domingo down.
No, I know.
Did they make a corresponding move for Domingo? I feel like they had to. I just don't know what it was.
I don't remember.
Honestly don't remember.
It's getting to a point where the Yankees need to get more starting pitching depth. Yeah, I think it was Abreu.
Yeah, it was Abreu.
They either need to get more starting pitching depth, or B, like milk the starters out longer. I don't know. Like, what's the solution here?
They need to like skip a day for like a Kluber or Tyone and give like King, Devi a start.
Bro,
like I feel like they have to start doing that. Like implement like a 6th like starter, or I guess they don't even have a 5th right now. But like, you know what I mean? Just like give guys like an extra day. Like hopefully like because we need the starters to start eating like 6 innings.
No, I know.
Can't be having Kluber go 4.
Do we think he's capable of that?
Yes. Kluber, yes.
Bro,
He
if
could throw like
Kluber,
80. He could throw like
Sean,
80 pitches right now. He just so happens that it's all coming in the first couple innings.
if Kluber would have gone 6 today, that would have resulted in like 140 pitches and 7 earned runs.
Oh, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he's built up to go at least 6 with
Yeah,
like
he has the
8.
potential to do it, but we
Yes, that's what I'm
haven't
saying.
seen it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
So why
I
would
said
we expect it?
I didn't say I expected. You said can
Oh.
he? I said yes, he can.
No, I mean, if we're going based on like 3-4 years
Oh,
ago,
all right.
sure. But it's like present day Kluber, can he give the Yankees
I meant
that?
like
We don't know.
like pitch count wise, he can, but will he be able to be efficient enough is up in the air.
Sure. I guess.
That's what I was trying to say.
Stolen memes of the week says Pat is ignoring me. I'm really not. I I promise you I'm not. If there's a comment I missed, just say it again. Like I apologize. Danny says damn, I feel like I kind of feel bad.
Yeah, right. It's like sorry, dude.
Danny says just logged in. Luis Castillo looking good. Wish we could make a trade happen. The Yankees would never because they don't like his dreads. So
You don't like his dreads, and he would be too good.
too much fun. Yeah, too much fun.
Sorry, not allowed.
Frazier needs 500 at bats. The Yankee brain trust is ruining him.
I like these.
You're not going to talk about it, Patrick. You're not going to talk about it, Patrick. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Why are the Yankees so thick-headed and we are losing? And obviously need to change something. And they need to think to themselves, when is a change going to come? Never. A change isn't going to come.
I think for there to be like a drastic change to the way this organization runs, we're going to have to completely miss this window of like the players we have with like multiple losing seasons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like even like the way the team is now and the way that the American League is a little better than we actually thought because like look at the Angels, like they're playing pretty well. The Red Sox, who knows if that's sustainable. But the Yankees can still make the playoffs no problem. Like that's not like a worry yet. But like let's just say they have a losing season, miss the playoffs, run it back next year, wild card or whatever, like at best, I think that's when things start to change a little bit.
Yeah, it's fair enough. Johnny had a comment here. I was in class all day, so I didn't see the game at all. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad was it?
It really wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
Like it wasn't that hard of a game to watch. There was no like moment where, the double plays are bad. They're really annoying. But
if we're talking like after the 4th inning, the game was like a 6 or
yeah.
But before that, it was a competitive ass game.
Yeah, especially like when Judge hit that second homer and then like Gio with the hit. I'm like, oh man, like. Are we back or are we ready to go now? And then
yeah,
like we're seeing glimpses. We're seeing glimpses of what this team can do. We're just not putting it all together yet.
Yeah. KG Baseball says I'm pretty sure the Yankees almost always suck in the first month, so I'm not too worried.
Yeah, that too. I'd rather them not be like, terrible in April, but like I said, 500 baseball, fine.
Yeah, the only thing that sucks is like we're going up against like division rivals.
So like you don't want to lose
trash.
those games, like when the Red Sox come into town or whatever. Whenever we play them first, like that's gonna be a big series because they're probably gonna be in first.
No, I doubt it. I don't think the Red Sox come to the Bronx.
When we play like May. Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
You're right. Actually, yeah, you're right.
No worries. Cashman will shore up the pitching staff with a few more pitchers who have not thrown in 2 years. Okay. I'll say this. A lot of people did knock like the acquisitions of Kluber and Tyone in the offseason just because like they haven't pitched in 2 years. You didn't really know what to get out of them. I was a fan of it. I was like low risk, high reward, fine if that's what the Yankees want to do. But so far it hasn't paid off. And you just have to hope that eventually it does. Because
it's annoying though. No, sorry, keep going.
No, I was gonna say if it doesn't eventually pay off and these guys don't pitch up to their potential that we saw a few years ago, the Yankees are going to be screwed going into the postseason because we're going to be in the same situation as usual.
What's just annoying is that, like, in the offseason, the conversation in the American League was who's going to beat the Yankees? Is it going to be the White Sox? Like, who's more talented than the Yankees? And with that kind of like, look at the Dodgers. They were clearly the most talented team in the National League, and what they do, they got better.
Yeah.
The Yankees, you can say they got better, but like they didn't make like a sure thing move like Bauer where it's like, okay, that actually makes them better. They made moves where it's like, oh, hopefully that works out. Like they easily could have gone for a kill shot and just really just take your best prospects, go get an ace, go get another ace, go get another big bat, do something to solidify this team as the best team in the American League and someone that can compete with the Dodgers. If we play the Dodgers in a 4-game series right now, that would be embarrassing.
Listen, I agree. You know what I would kind of compare the Yankees to right now? Imagine like a boxer in like, let's say they're in the 3rd round in a fight, right? and they're clearly winning. They're clearly winning the fight, and they have their opponent on the ropes, but they just don't have like that killer instinct to just go in for the kill and just knock the opponent out.
It's annoying because like they're right there. Just get better. Get over. You're clearly like what you're doing clearly isn't getting you over the hump. So why do you keep doing it?
But exactly. So
That's such an issue. That is such an issue.
I don't sense that killer instinct, A, in the front office and the moves that they make, or B, I guess that kind of translates to the clubhouse, right? I mean, the clubhouse doesn't really have that killer instinct. I mean, besides Garrett Cole, like who in that lineup do we kind of see like is like a killer? Like DJ LeMahieu, maybe.
When Judge is on, he's scary.
Sure. But would we say Judge has like the killer instinct? Maybe. But other than that,
when he's on, he's ridiculous.
But bro, other than that, like we're talking
you're right.
2 or 3 guys, maybe. I don't know.
But it's just like, just get better.
That relates to this. No fire. The team has no fire. If you have no fire, you have no killer instinct. It just doesn't work.
And then also look at the Padres too.
Yeah,
they got so much better.
Yeah,
so much better.
Swainer says it's sad that Yankees fans immediately said in their heads, "Oh, we can never sign Bauer because he's too much fun." That's sad, and that's also the same reason why we kind of knew we weren't getting Lindor either.
Yeah, and listen, I'm still not like the biggest believer in Bauer. I said I wanted to see him do what he did last season, this season. But regardless, he's an upgrade for the Yankees. Like, he's still like a very good pitcher. Like, he would have been nice. But obviously the Yankees, A, weren't going to pay him, and B, no way they were going to put up with the shenanigans.
Could you
even
imagine?
That, he's not even really doing anything with the Dodgers yet. He's not really causing any off-the-field issues.
I get it. But, like, bro, could you imagine Trevor Bauer's the Yankees' number 2 right now? Bauer Cole?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still not, like I said, I'm still not completely sold on the guy yet, but I'm sure like
better than what we got.
Halfway through this season, I'm probably going to be like, well, I was wrong about Trevor Bauer.
Yeah.
And all the
shout out to the man Julio. What's up, Pat? Not a good week for me, but here I am. Let's go, Julio. Let's go.
Julio.
Power through. Just like the Yankees.
Hopefully we're doing better than the Yankees.
We're going to make a super big trade with the Rockies, and that is for Greg Bird, the best first baseman ever. Is he on their Major League roster?
I haven't heard of him yet.
To know.
Besides spring training, I doubt it.
I don't think so because I feel like we would have heard something, but no, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So sad for Greg Bird.
He was very talented. That sucks.
So they're willing to spend $300 million on Cole and take on $300 million on Stanton, but cannot pay like $200 million.
Well, they don't want to go over the tax. That's the issue.
You know, I want to say something. A lot of the boomers are always like, "Yo, Stan's contracts and albatross." Like, you know what I mean? I want to say that I agree, but in a different way. One, I think Giancarlo Stanton is an amazing baseball player, and he is worth that contract. But the Yankees shouldn't have taken it on. It was unnecessary. They didn't need Giancarlo Stanton. He was probably the last thing that they needed after the 2017 season. So I think that the Stanton contract was a mistake. Not because Stan's not a good player, but because the Yankees could have utilized that money elsewhere that would have helped. I think that Bryce Harper would have been a much better investment. If he would have taken that money and invested in pitching, would have been much smarter. But essentially what they did was they were like, yo, we want Bash Brothers, right? We already have Aaron Judge. Let's copy and paste him. Let's take Stanton too. And we just have to give him some money. It'll be cheaper than Harper's going to be next year. So they went that route. But that's why I don't like when people knock on Stanton because of the contract. Because like it's not his fault. Like he got paid. Like, you know what I mean? He's still a very good player.
His contract isn't even ridiculous compared to what guys are getting now, too.
Exactly. That's
like
why
the years I think was insane. I think it was like I don't remember how many years it was, but like the money itself, like compared to other stars, like when Stanton's healthy and on the field, like he's the best. He's one of the best hitters in the league. Not
Easily.
the best, but one of the best.
Yeah.
When he's locked in, but
I'd say top.
And
10.
he'll get there. He'll get there. I'm not worried about Stanton at all.
Let's see. Maybe this could be good. The Yankees always have slow starts to the year and they just go off for the rest of the season. Just need them to finally do it in the postseason now. Yeah,
I guarantee you they'll rip off at least like 2, 8, 9, 10 game win streaks at some point in the season. Like they're gonna get hot. They're gonna, end up finishing like 20, 30 games over 500.
Yeah, we just gotta stay patient. Christopher says they made Band-Aid moves instead of making a real move.
Perfect way to say it.
You know what this is kind of like? This is like how in 2019 when Andujar had the injury, then he came back, didn't want to get surgery, comes back and sucks, and then ends up getting the surgery anyway. That's kind of like what this is. Like, bro, you're just like putting a Band-Aid over something like needs to get done. And I don't know. It's just frustrating. If they don't make it this year, time for the rebuild, boys. It might be. It might I don't know about a
guess
rebuild,
what, like,
but a retool.
yeah, no, it wouldn't be a rebuild.
Yeah.
I mean, they have way too many talented players to completely tear it down. I think it would, like you said, a retool. Like maybe you can unload. Like I'm not going to throw out names right now, but who you can unload because like why? I'm
I
not going to
will.
go into that. But
Glaber,
like,
Voit.
you think?
Maybe Hicks, but probably not. Especially if he has a bad year, he's gonna have no value.
I mean, you're
But
not going to get much. You're not going to get much for Hicks.
Listen, the three guys that I would consider as being like trade chips at the end of the season, regardless of performance, would be Glaber, Voit, and Gio. It's probably it.
I don't think they trade Gio.
I don't think so either. But
He's under
if he
too
has
much control and he's cheap, they're not going to.
I get it. But if he has a really good season, his value is going to be at his highest, and a team might ask for him in a package for like a Luis Castillo or something, and the Yankees would have to do it.
Listen, like if their retool could consist of getting rid of any of those three guys and getting an ace like Castillo and also getting like Seager or Story, I'm fully on board because we need something like that. We need a big splash move to just because clearly if we don't win this year, clearly this core isn't it. You gotta like there's pieces here, but they're not the right pieces. I think you gotta mix and match a little better.
Yeah, I agree. We need some sort of electric player, something like Lindor could have been. That's why I kind of want Dietrich. I think Dietrich could kind of be that electric player. Maybe even if he's not like performing like greatly.
He's not a permanent fix, but he could be a nice little energy boost. You have him. Bruce stinks. Might as well try him. Like, what's the harm?
Okay, let me try to say this again. Even if he's not performing on the field performance-wise, the energy that he brings to the clubhouse is that electric player that like the Yankees could use. You know what I mean? Like we're not even talking on the field performance. We're talking about like something that the Yankees are lacking in the clubhouse, and a lot of people thought Rougned Odor would be. And Derek Dietrich could easily be that guy, especially with Bruce being absolute garbage.
Doing some curls in the dugout.
Yankees would never allow that. Should have kept Tanaka. Isn't Tanaka hurt in Japan?
He is, but who knows when that happened. But I think I don't think it's like a big injury. I think he's all right.
Yeah.
But who knows? I mean, that could be an interesting conversation. Like, let's say at the end of the year, when you see your hindsight, like maybe Tanaka would have been the move over Kluber.
They did choose Kluber over Tanaka, so was it the right
decision?
Who knows? I guess we'll see.
We can't judge it yet. We'll see.
Can't judge it yet.
What did he have to do with it?
Let's see.
Oh, the puns.
F the tax. You are a New York team. Spend some money, and if they did, they could be like the Dodgers now. I don't know. It's been a long day. I guess I can't read. But bro, there's no reason the Yankees can't spend like the Dodgers. Just they don't want to pay the luxury tax. It's as simple as that.
It's just annoying when like the Yankees complain about losing a lot of money, but then you get a Los Angeles team like the Dodgers that clearly don't care, and they went out and spent even more money.
I mean, even like the Mets, bro.
Yeah, this whole organization is just like lies and just
we're in a toxic relationship, Sean. All it is lies. There's no trust. There's lack of communication. Like, bro, we're in a toxic relationship.
Maybe that's like the biggest. Maybe it's not even like the on the field play. Maybe it's just like this off the field, like just. It doesn't feel like the Yankees off the field. It just really doesn't. Like in the offseason, it used to be like, who's George going to get next?
No, I know.
Who's getting the next blank check? But people used to clown the Yankees for buying championships, but hey, that's what works.
But can we realize like this isn't something new? This whole like mistrust thing, lack of communication, whatever. Like this is since like 2018.
This is definitely From 2017 was our last like fun year with the Yankees, and ever since then they turned into like they're running the team more like a business instead of just trying to put the best product on the field.
I don't know about you, but like, what could have happened after 2017 that makes the team so much different now? Do you know?
I think it rhymes with buffoon.
It might. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
It doesn't even rhyme.
Buffoon, like baboon.
Yeah, it doesn't even rhyme.
Is Bruce's Uber here yet? I could
actually picking him up.
You're driving down to Florida.
No. I'm picking him up at the stadium. I'm gonna drive him to JFK. I'm gonna send him on any plane. Just gonna pick one and just
go. It's like plane roulette, right? Just go like eeny miny mo.
Catch. Gonna blindfold him, put him on a plane to like I don't know Shanghai. Get him out of here.
He's playing in China.
That's why.
Let's see.
That's what we're gonna say about Jay Bruce next season.
Christopher says the new management is about business. It's not the 90s no more.
Like, I wish we grew up with the late 90s Yankees, man.
I know, bro. Why are we so young?
You know how fun this would be?
No, I know.
Like, doing this with like a team like that.
It would all be written, bro.
Yeah,
we would just be writing blogs about Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Swainer says, how to make a dynasty. First way, insane farm. Padres. Second way, spend a freakish amount in Dodgers.
Yeah, but like the Yankees farm was good. They had like Glaber, Judge, like all these guys, Gary, coming up one after another. Were like, oh, the baby bombers. Like, if they just took that and didn't care about their wallets, we could have been in the World Series by now.
But that's what I thought the plan was, right? I thought the plan was like to.
But it should have been. It was all there for them. It was there.
No, I know. But that, like, I thought the plan was to intermix the homegrown guys and kind of like outside pieces. And it seemed like they didn't bring in enough outside pieces. Yes, they brought in Stanton, which was so unnecessary. I stand by that. They didn't need Giancarlo Stanton. 2, Cole, a little bit after the fact. And 3, like Chapman, Zach Britton, like down that alley. But like they didn't do enough. They could have done so much more to add on to those homegrown guys. And also, we could say like the homegrown guys, they didn't really live up to the potential too much. I would say Judge did, Sanchez did, but other than that,
it's too early to judge Glaber too much.
It's too early to judge him. Yeah.
My gosh, I guess.
No, yeah, it's cool. No, it's cool.
But I think like maybe like this season, like at the end of the season, if Glaber has like a mediocre year after a mediocre 2020, then time to start to question him a little bit for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Can't rack Boone. He has a heart issue. Can't scream. So I brought this up on the postgame last night with me, Derek, and Para, and I mentioned this as to why maybe because there was quite a few situations last night where Boone should have ran out there and gotten himself ejected, right? Just because like you could see your players are visibly frustrated. You got to do something. So I said that the only excuse that Boone might have as to why he's not like doing that is because of his heart issue. But Derek also brought up a pretty valid point. It's a part of the job. If you can't do that, then maybe you shouldn't be managing. You know what I mean? If you can't get yourself riled up, then maybe you just shouldn't be doing the job.
Listen, if like let's say like Cashman or the ownership or whatever management tell Boone like, hey, like take it easy down there, like don't go out and yell in anyone's face. It's like, then why is he managing? Why is he on the baseball field?
Exactly.
And like that doesn't even sound mean. It's like if you like worry about your health first. Like if that's gonna be a legit concern while you're managing, then why are you here?
It sucks to say, but it's true.
It's 100% true because health comes first before anything else. So if you're worried about it, then don't be here. Take a season off. Do something. Yeah. Imagine I took a season off, like a bench coach, led him to the World Series. Could you imagine?
But that's my thing, though. It's
do you think Boone will come back?
I think he would.
I don't know, dude. If like the culture like changes like that, and like they just like go on a run and like win the World Series without Boone, that'd be awesome. That would never happen. That'd be awesome.
I would really like to see this team without Boone. I really would like to see it.
I want to try it. I want to take Joe Girardi and put him on this team and just see what happens for a season.
No, I know. Or like put Joe Girardi on like that 2019 team.
And not even Joe Girardi. It doesn't have to be. He wasn't perfect, but I'd still take him over Aaron Boone.
I'm frustrated.
Girardi had his flaws. Like, you know, he had like that terrible challenge or whatever. Like
of course. Yeah.
Like, he has flaws, but he's got to be better than Aaron Boone, man.
Michael Capito was a solid joke. Aaron Boone probably whispered in the Yankees' ears, "We're going to go to Red Robin after this."
Red Robins. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard of that.
I don't think I've ever been to Red Robin.
No, remember like their jingle?
Oh, Red Robin, yum. Yo, what? Why did I get those commercials? There's not a Red Robin within like 50 miles.
No, I couldn't tell you where Red Robins was.
What?
Couldn't tell you. Maybe they're just all closed down.
Probably, right? Yo, do you remember Circuit City?
No.
I don't know why that reminded me. It was like a Best Buy, but it was red. I don't know why that just reminded me of Red Robin. If you saw the logo, you definitely remember it.
Closest Red Robins to me is like probably 20 minutes. Never know.
Maybe you got to go try their chicken sandwich.
No, dude,
let's see. Robin. David says, I know it just started, but these new guys are not the same as the others. We need them to perform better. Yes. Listen, we're a broken record at this point. Okay, I'm going to wrap things up today with this. The Yankees need to perform better. We know that. And they will perform better eventually. Like, this team has too much talent to be like a last place team all season. 2, the Yankees just need some sort of wake up in the clubhouse. That's essentially what they need. I don't know when the realization is gonna come to them that they have to play better, but it's bound to come eventually, right? I don't know if it's gonna take Luke Voigt coming back. I hope it doesn't have to take that long, but it might. But this team's going to wake up eventually, and they're still going to make the playoffs. I can guarantee that. And that's why I'm just not trying to get too caught up in the emotions right now, you know?
Yeah, and it's definitely too early to overreact. We've said it like a million times. They're going to make the playoffs, but there's enough things like that's gone wrong so far in these first 12 games where you could see why fans are a little panicky and worried.
Yeah, no, it's fair. It's fair.
It's definitely fair to like, but I think it's too far to say, get rid of this guy, get rid of this guy. He sucks. We're not making the playoffs. It's too early for that, but just give it some time.
I agree.
Just give it some time.
You know what? Let's meditate, Sean. Let's meditate for the Yankees
to
to improve.
For what? Because apparently nothing's going to work.
Take this off day, right? And then just be good after that. Against Tampa especially. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. All right, well, now we got to restart.
Come on, Para.
That was peaceful.
I'm going to say if this starts to like not work,
we might have to change it up. We might have to do like yoga or something.
Or just stop.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But chat, appreciate everyone for stopping by for the post game today. You guys know I appreciate you all. I'm gonna drop the link to the Discord in the chat. I'm probably gonna be going live on Twitch later. When I do go live on Twitch, you guys know if you're in the Discord. So join that. Chat it up in there. Appreciate everyone for stopping by. The video is gonna be going up on the channel tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Recorded podcast. Hope you guys like those. And then off day tomorrow, so we're going to be going live at 9 p.m. Unhinged time tomorrow night. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a good time. Me and Jalen, I believe. So appreciate you all for stopping by. You guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you do know when we go live before and after every Yankees game this season. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Have a good day. Peace.
See ya.